Welcome everyone! In this video, we are in the Great League, showcasing some more fun battles featuring Talonflame. I decided to run Talonflame because, guys, I got sick and tired of seeing so many Charm, Alolan Ninetales. I don't know if it's just me, but I have been seeing way too many of those Charm A9s running rampant in the Great League. So I said, I'm running Talonflame on a very powerful team. Double Charm has also reared its ugly head as of late as well, so Talonflame will be the closer on this team, along with Shadow Golbat. These two Pokemon in the back are the ultimate answers to the very annoying Charmers in the Great League. So Shadow Golbat will be serving as the safe swap on this anti-charm backline. Shadow Golbat's amazing. Also handles the fighters very well, particularly Medicham. And also on the lead, we've got Sirfetch'd. Sirfetch'd is going to handle the very strong steel types and the Swampers. Sirfetch'd is a Swiss Army knife of charge move potential, making for a very powerful lead option in the Great League. But without further ado, before we dive into the featured set of the video, we are starting things off with some bonus battles that I thought were tons of fun. And we've got a Swampert lead, pretty positive lead for us. They make a play in the Wigglytuff, and it is Talonflame time. Oh, I was grinning from ear to ear, my friends, because whenever they swap in a Charmer like Wigglytuff, you can bet the house that there is a second Charmer in the back. Double Charm rearing its ugly head as of late, and this team handles it beautifully as we do shield up the Ice Beam and take out the Wigglytuff. We are boosted, fully expecting them to bring in that Swampert, and we've got a Brave Bird locked and loaded as we were able to load up on energy on that Wigglytuff. We get the shield, and we are going to look to get to another one. If they try to farm down, they're trying to farm down. They saw that we threw the Brave Bird, that we lowered our attack by 2 stages. They cannot farm down. We're going for another one, and we're grabbing that final shield. And they are still trying to commit to the farm down, and they realize it's not happening. They're forced to throw on our low health Talonflame. We come back in with Sirfetch'd, and oh, there's another Charmer. Surprise, surprise. Anytime you want a top left, my friend. Oh my goodness. Nothing more satisfying than shutting down that double charm nonsense. That's going to be a good game. Well played. I'm sure that with this current event, there are many of you that now have a Talonflame with Incinerate, so this team might be for you, especially if you're seeing a lot of Charmers. But here we go. Registeel lead, positive lead. They make a play into a Sableye. So, knowing that we have a solid answer to Registeel in the back in the form of Talonflame, we're going to stay in here because we do win this. We outpace, and we hit like a truck. So, we've already got the Sableye into the red. But we are not known for our bulk as Sirfetch'd, so we will shield up the resisted foul play and look to go for another Leaf Blade. If they decide to let this go, this will absolutely KO the Sableye, but they shield. They want to take out our Sirfetch'd, so we're going to catch. The next move, we were not going to be able to farm down. Going to catch this on the Golbat, preserve the Sirfetch'd. You never know what they could have in the back. Its charge moves are very valuable. They do come back, and of course with the Registeel, and this Registeel cannot farm us down. They are going to have to throw a move. We're going for the Shadow Ball that's going to do heavy neutral damage in the Shadow form as Golbat to the Registeel. And like I said, they cannot farm down. We were definitely going to get to another move on the Registeel. They go for the Focus Blast. That is all they needed to take us out. Coming in with Talonflame to farm down, and they blind swap. Likely expecting us to come in with the Sirfetch'd. They blind swapped into a Trevenant. Oh my goodness, Talonflame is going to eat good tonight, my friends. This Trevenant was forced to shield. Flame Charge with a one-shot. They are at a Shadow Ball. Gotta make the call here. We only have one shield and we call it correctly. That was a gutsy call because if they decided to Hail Mary a Shadow Ball, it would have been game over for us. But we called it correctly and they top left as it was lights out. Oh, sometimes you just gotta go with your gut and make the right calls, and it paid off. That's gonna be a good game, well played. Oh, I'm telling you, those Charm A9s were out in full force, guys. Here we go. Speaking of, here's yet another Charm A9. I got sick and tired of seeing so many of them. And there's something about these Charm A9 players. They're just so bold and audacious and overconfident in their Charm A9. Oh, this team handles it beautifully, but we are met with an Empoleon here. You don't often see Empoleon in the Open Great League, and they will look to throw. They definitely could have farmed down, but we did grab a shield with the threat of the Shadow Ball from our Golbat, and that is fine. We are now up a shield, and they are at a move. We will absolutely shield this. I do believe a Drill Peck would likely one shot, so that is a good shield there, and we are going to get some farm off of this Empoleon as we counter down. They come back in, of course, with their Charm A9. We're going to put the pressure on it with a hard-hitting Leaf Blade, and we grab the shield. It's Talonflame time, and oh, they've got a Medicham in the back. I'm telling you, there are so many teams double weak to Talonflame. It's a thing of beauty. We're going for the Brave Bird. Bye-bye to the Medicham, and all they have left is that Charm A9. They see that we debuffed ourselves with the Brave Bird. They're thinking they still have a shot, but they're in for a rude awakening. They don't have a shot. We're shielding the Weather Ball, and we're KOing this annoying Charm A9. The audacity to not top left, thinking that they could win that. No. It's over. They're out of here. So sick and tired of seeing those. That's going to be a good game. Well played. Oh, what a time to run Talonflame. It handles the meta beautifully. We are met with a Shadow Victory Bell. Terrible lead, but we've got two amazing answers to it. Going in the Golbat. And whenever I see a Shadow Vic, I'm often thinking the Math Magic 10 team. I've called it the Math Magic 10 team. He's a Twitch streamer. He's the first content creator that I've seen use this team. It leads with Shadow Vic, and it has Bastiodon and often Medicham in the back. That's typically what you see. You could also see Defense Form Deoxys. So whenever I see Shadow Vic lead, there's definitely a Bastiodon and generally a Medicham or a DD in the back. So we are playing with that in mind. They, of course, farm us down, but we've got this thing into the yellow, and we are going to look to farm all the way down with our Sirfetch'd and really load up on energy. Those resisted smackdowns really did a number on us, but that is okay. We've got loaded energy. They come back in with the Shadow Vic. Gonna go for a Night Slash and try our very best to make it to a second Night Slash, but we just can't quite get there. That is okay. I'm thinking Talonflame can clean up this game, no problem. They've got a DD in the back. Okay, so we are up a shield. We've got a shield advantage. We're going for the Brave Bird because we are resisting these counters, and we double resist the Razor Leafs from the Shadow Vic. So we were fine debuffing ourselves, and we are going to look to farm this thing all the way down. We will shield up the potential back-to-back Psycho Boost here. They go for Psycho Boost number 1, and we sneak through and Incinerate. That is huge. We are shielding up the second one. We are debuffed, and we need back-to-back Flame Charges. They are still up a shield. The question is, do we survive a double resisted Leaf Blade? We do! Long enough to get to the Flame Charge. They do sneak through a double resisted Razor Leaf, but that is not going to cut it. We hang on yet again to get to Flame Charge number 2. This is going to allow us to say bye-bye to the equally annoying Shadow Victory Bell. It is just as every bit as annoying as the Charmers, and we take it out. That's going to be yet another good game. Well played. What a fun round of bonus battles. Had a blast with this team as we move into the featured set. It was amazing. Here we go. Charm A9. This is why we built this team, and This A9 is very bold and audacious to stay in on our poison-type Golbat, but we are fine with that. As much damage, we will do as much damage as we can to this Charm A9. Like I said, very bold to try and stay in. I don't know what they're doing here, but they finally swap out into the Sableye. So, team reading. If you met with a Charm A9 lead, one of the newer team comps that has surfaced as of late in the Great League is Charm A9 lead with Sableye and Diggersby in the back. This team does very well against it. This Sableye will grab our shields, but we need to maintain alignment. Reading that there is a Diggersby in the back, we would love to have our Sirfetch'd on it, but we are down shields here. We had to go down on shields to preserve our alignment. There it is, the Diggersby right on cue. They're going to look to farm us down, and that is okay. We are going to debuff this thing into oblivion before we go down. And now it's getting a little tricky here because both of our Pokemon remaining are not known for their bulk. So we're going to throw Sirfetch'd in here to try and draw out that Charm A9. We want to get some heavy farm, load up on energy to really put the pressure on this Diggersby. And the fact that they threw that EQ worked out beautifully because it gave that Charm A9 only one charm's worth of farm. And our plan worked out to perfection because we did draw it back out with the Sirfetch'd. We grabbed the final shield. We definitely tank a Weather Ball, no problem here. And we did boost our damage, so we're going to look to farm down. I wasn't sure if a boosted Flame Charge would KO here. This is just a Fire Punch, my friends. They do not have Earthquake energy. That's not going to cut it. We got through an Incinerate. We get to the Brave Bird. I've had so many Pokemon hang on with 1 HP, but not today. We go for the Brave Bird, ensuring the KO. Oh, Talonflame coming in clutch. Closing the game strong. That's going to be a good game. Well played. Oh, what a time to run Talonflame. It handles the meta beautifully. We are met with a Swampert. If you're going to be met with a Swampert, this is exactly where you want to see it, as we do have a solid win in the 2 shield, which is what this is, excuse me. So whenever they decide to stay in, I go for the Night Slash because I've had a few Swamperts catch Leaf Blades onto Skarmories, so I've learned from that. If they stay in and try to fight the good fight, I go Night Slash because you're guaranteed a shield no matter what, as Swampert does get one shot with a Leaf Blade, and they're going to grab both of our shields. We're fine with that. We have to get rid of this Swampert, and we probably could have farmed down to have more energy, but that's okay. We just wanted to get rid of it, and it's not a big deal. They come in with Cresselia, so we are going in the Golbat. We draw out a Alolan Sandslash. Very interesting. You don't often see these in the Open Great League. It's generally a Specialty Cup type of Pokemon, but that is beautiful. That is what Golbat is here to do, draw out those very strong Steel types, and that is what we've done here. They will farm down. That's okay. They are one off from a Ice Punch, and we know that we live in Ice Punch, no problem. Long enough to farm down and have some energy to threaten that Cresselia left in the back. Cresselia and Swampert on the same team. They are ABA weak to a Trevenant. I don't know what they do with Trevenant leads, but that is okay. Does not matter. We do chip with a Night Slash, and it's Talonflame time. Holy smokes, guys. This Cresselia does still have a shield advantage, but that is okay. Those of you who play a lot of Ultra League are very familiar with this matchup. It's very comfortable for Talonflame, provided they are not running Future Sight, and this Cresselia is not. It's going Moonblast. That's resisted. We've got back-to-back Flame Charges. I wanted to go back-to-back because I knew if I could double boost my Incinerate damage output, I was thinking 1 Incinerate would be enough to KO the very bulky Cresselia. The second one grabs the shield, of course, and I was right. 1 double boosted Incinerate was more than enough to KO the tanky Cresselia. Talonflame closing the game strong yet again. That's going to be a good game. Well played. Oh, this new event came in just in time because there is no better time to run a Talonflame. And here we go. Positive lead. We got a nice shiny Obstagoon, and they swap into a Nidoqueen. Okay, team reading. Whenever you are met with an Obstagoon lead and they safe swap Nidoqueen, you can bet the house that there is a Skarmory in the back. So I like to chip or grab a shield with a Leaf Blade, and we knew that they were one off from a Poison Fang, so we catch that. On to our Golbat, making the plays. You love to see it, my friends. I know I do. Catching resisted damage, and this is okay. We will tank the second one, no problem. This is resisted. They cannot farm down. We're going to look to go for the big Shadow Ball. Coming from a Shadow Golbat will be more than enough to KO if they let it go, and they do. That is amazing. Shadow Golbat, flip and switch. You'd love to see it. And they come back in with the Obstagoon, likely looking to farm us down, knowing that we are double debuffed and that we are a Shadow, but it's not going to be without taking some debuffs from the Golbat, as they do look to farm down. This is beautiful, because we are reading that there is a Skarmory in the back. This is one of the, this is the second of the two newer team comps that we are seeing now. Obstagoon, Nidoqueen, and Skarmory. And there it is, right on cue, the Skarmory, and we had just the answer for it. This is why I built this team with Talonflame in the back, guys, for these newer team comps that are popping up. This is one of them. The second one is the Charm A9 Sableye and Diggersby team. This team handles both of those, and they top left, as that Talonflame was going to run right through the remainder of their team. That's going to be a good game. Well played. Telling you guys, if you're looking for a solid anti-charmer team, this team might just be for you. Speaking of, here we go. Another Charm A9 lead. So we're going to play this the same way. Going in the Golbat, and there it is. The Sableye, right on cue, as I mentioned in the previous video. One of the newer teams that have popped up as of late in the Open Great League. So we're going to go for the Shadow Ball and the Shield here. So I was not expecting them to shield. Every Sableye that I've encountered with Shadow Golbat has let the Shadow Ball go. So what I should have done is recognized that they were going to fight hard for switch and should have made the adjustment, and I should have baited on the second move, but instead I go for the Shadow Ball again. If we had baited, we would have outpaced to the Shadow Ball, and they shield again. So didn't make the right adjustment. It kind of threw me off that they were fighting so hard for switch, and we will unfortunately lose switch advantage here, which is devastating with this team here. With the Charm A9 lead, you really need to get switch advantage. You can do that with Golbat, but you've got to recognize what your opponent is doing. This one was fighting hard for switch, and we didn't make the adjustment, and you can see why alignment is so important on this team. They got a Swampert in the back. This is lights out, unfortunately. Didn't recognize it in the heat of battle. Totally threw me for a loop that they fought so hard for switch. Every Sableye that I had encountered had just let the Shadow Ball go, so couldn't quite pull it off with this one, but that was the only Charm A9 team that we lost to with this one, so good game, well played to them. Telling you guys, not only is this an amazing anti-charmer team, but it is just an all-around solid ABB team for the Great League. And here we go. Trevenant leads. So I always throw immediately. I throw the Night Slash to really put the pressure on these Trevenant leads. And I will find that if they don't throw immediately like they're doing here, if they overfarm like this, I try to catch on 10, and I don't know what they were doing. We were definitely not at another move. I think that they were trying to catch a resisted Night Slash on their Azumarill, but we both end up simul swapping, and this could not have worked out better. My goodness. They simul swapped the Azu onto our Golbat. You love to see it. And they bait us with a Play Rough. That means that they are running Play Rough, Hydro Pump. We won't have to shield another move here, as we will outpace. And we have already debuffed this Azumarill, but they are fighting a good fight. They shield, and we are going for Poison Fang number 3. Shadow Golbat can be quite clutch on the safe swap, and we flip switch. So Trevenant lead. Azu in the back could be a Stunfisk as well, but I have seen Trevenant double fairy with Azu and Charm A9, so we are looking good. Either way, this Trevenant's just about done. They do not get to another move, and let's see it, and oh, Oh, another Charm A9. I'm telling you guys, this team is amazing to run right now. There are so many Charm A9s, it's astounding. Oh, what better way to end off the video? They top left. Good game, well played to them. And that is the team, my friends. So, super solid and powerful ABB style team. Very unique team comp that is well suited to handle the current Great League meta. Guys, I'm telling you, there are so many Charm A9s, and this team does handle it beautifully. Handles double charm beautifully as well, which we've been seeing a lot more of, but it's not just an anti-charmer team. It's an all-around solid ABB style team where Sirfetch'd is going to have some problems with the Metacham leads. Also, of course, with the charmers, the two Pokemon in the back support Sirfetch'd beautifully. They both handle the fighters and the charmers. Very powerful ABB style team for you guys that have maybe built a Talonflame. You can now evolve a Fletchling into Talonflame to get Incinerate with this event. So those of you looking for a solid team for it, you might want to give this one a try. It is quite powerful and very satisfying. But guys, I had a blast. I hope you all enjoyed. As always, I thank you for watching and keep up the grind. Thank you, guys.